Welcome back to our channel, and today we would like to discuss very sensitive topic of integration of immigrants in Canadian society, and the term which I personally don't like, but it exists, so we decided to dive in on immigrant phobia. First of all, common sense should be present and always maintained, because sometimes people talking about immigrants as separate layer of society and people missing the common sense. Canada is the country of immigrants formed by multiple generations of newcomers, starting with first settlers at the end of 19th century, 18th century, and big fight between new Americans, Anglo-Saxons and French people here on the ground now we call Canada. Many so-called economists or specialists in economic development of Canada claiming that immigrants are taking jobs from Canadians. See, the common sense missing here again, because immigrants are part of Canadian population. They cannot be seen as antagonistic class of people. Immigrants actually helping Canada to strive and to grow, because without the influx of immigrants, Canada will not survive. Remember the baby boomers wave? It's coming down. Who will populate Canada in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? As you can see, those economic impact concerns regarding immigrants are false. Why? Because they mostly related to economic downturns anyway, when people kind of feeling antagonistic towards each other. Doesn't matter who they are, new immigrants, immigrants of first or third generation, doesn't matter. Pay attention to those details. Don't take it on yourself as you are some kind of second grade citizen. You're just like anybody else, and that's where immigration is fuel for Canadian economic development. Cultural integration in general used to be a solid foundation of Canadian society. In recent years, some people, some so-called experts, started talking about antagonistic views of foreign influence on Canadian culture. But Canadian culture in general based on multiculturalism. That's how Canada was created. That's the beauty of Canada, and that's the incredible integral part of Canadian society. As you can see, those concerns are also not sustainable. Let's take a serious look at this. Stereotypes are a killer of culture. Once you assume something, you cannot even accept the fact that other point of view exists, right? So openness, integration, what we call tolerance to other cultures, acceptance of other cultures, and true sense of diversity, that's what Canada was and still known for. And my suggestion to those who are trying to break Canada apart in terms of cultures and communities, I have harsh word for them. Stop it. Canada will survive, and specifically will survive because your stereotypes are false. People or so-called experts in social development trying to play this card that immigrants drain the social services, and that's why poor Canadians suffer. Well, again, leaving aside that more than half of the Canadian society is based on immigrants of first or maybe second generation, we trying to place emphasis on what social services are for Canadians. They divide it in certain categories, and definitely all people entitled to certain social services. Immigrant phobia has no place here, because a lot of people suffer and struggle because of wrong governmental policies, not because immigrants who bring economic benefit and pay taxes and create that financial buffer that government can spend on social services in the first place. So, as you can see, this misconception is clearly a myth. In this case, I would like to attract attention to the fact that majority of Canadians value immigration. They just value certain types of immigration, making emphasis on economic, skilled, and other productive types of immigration. And this is where the future of Canadian society is, and I think that's why we need to make sure that those who presented otherwise, they revert the situation and statistics upside down, and they play populist card, and they try to play some political games. In conclusion, I can assure you that many fears of new immigrants or immigrant phobia itself is a result of misunderstanding or lack of first-hand experience. We welcome your comment below regarding your personal story about immigrant phobia and how it influenced your life and what happened in your personal situation. If you can share, I will appreciate that. Subscribe, like the video, and stay safe.